Okay, good morning everyone. So last time we discussed the simple harmonic oscillator and obtained the trajectory for the simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, so the path of the simple harmonic oscillator in xt space, t, x would be this. Okay, at least we are dealing here with the mechanical harmonic oscillator. Meaning that mechanical or harmonic oscillator, physically, we must start with, for mechanical harmonic oscillator, x naught must not be equal to 0. I mean, x naught could be 0, but it will stay there forever. Okay? Because in order to trigger the spring's force, you have to detach it from 0. Unlike non-mechanical harmonic oscillator, just like, for example, the inductors, the circuits, it's also a harmonic motion where you can start with 0, okay? And, I mean, the analog for velocity can start with 0 and then increase. Pwede na siya sa electrical systems, but for harmonic motion, for mechanical oscillator, we have to really stretch it. Okay? Again, what was the general solution na nato? A equals A cosine omega t plus B sine omega t. But in fact, kaning napa ni siya si sulod, which is the phase angle. Okay? Now, the sine will be included if we have a more other than the mechanical oscillator. Okay? Because the mechanical oscillator, your initial position would be your amplitude automatically. Okay? There's no way that you can go beyond the amplitude. I mean, your initial position in a mechanical harmonic oscillator. Pwede sa ubang harmonic oscillator, but not on the mechanical harmonic oscillator, which is the mass, specifically the mass spring system. You have a mass and a spring. Okay? Now, we derive now the general case of this harmonic motion, harmonic oscillator, in which we have still a mass spring system, but then you have a force acting there, the elastic force, and then let's add a force which, kumbaga pa, a force which is velocity dependent. Okay? We add another force which is velocity dependent. And this force, okay, our equation dati is that we have md squared x over dt squared equals, plus, this was omega squared, right? Omega squared x equals 0. Okay? Now, let's take now the omega squared to be omega naught. Okay? Omega naught is equal to square root of k over m. Okay. What happens now if we add a velocity-dependent force? Okay? That velocity-dependent force. And we have to add a force which is what we call BV. This B is what we call the drag coefficient. It's a coefficient, the damping coefficient. This force depends on velocity. Kung makita ninyo, the greater the velocity, the greater is this force. Okay? But it depends also on B. That is a coefficient. That is a constant, much like a K is a spring constant. Okay? So a force that increases with velocity. And let's write this as B dx over dt. So what happens to this equation is we now have d squared x over dt squared plus you have bv dire, insert, so you have b over m, right? Because you have to divide it by mass. So plus b over m dx over dt plus, okay, omega naught squared x equals 0. This is what we call a general form of a second order linear differential equation, homogeneous linear differential equation, diba? Okay, now we are going to solve this differential equation instead of this one. Okay, for a start, let gamma to be equal to b over 2m. Okay, so that unsay may tabuan this differential equation now becomes d squared x over dt squared. Let's just use the dotted notation. So x double dot plus 2 gamma. I would prefer to use alpha na lang. Mas dali sa isulat. Alpha x dot plus omega naught squared x equals 0. Okay? So this differential equation, in order to solve this ansatz, this is actually by inspection. There is a way to solve a differential equation nga we don't need an ansatz. Ansatz means that you are something like you're expecting something, mauna siya. You're expecting something, or is that maybe you have a guess, some sort of a guess, but a guess nga murag experience guess, something like that. Or yeah, an assumption. Okay, but there's a way in solving a differential equation without using any assumption or without any trial and error. Okay, di ba? Part of the way of solving a differential equation is that you try, there's a trial and error phase. Okay? Di ba? Sa inyohang kuan, by inspection, and then you use your experience once you have already this form of differential equations. You use some experience in order to predict. Okay, wait lang, dili balance. Okay. So our ansatz would be the equation, the solution is of the form CE to the PT. Okay? So differentiating this with respect to time, so x dot equals CPE to the PT, and x double dot would be equal to CP squared E to the PT. Now, forming this equation, and we require that the solution, we are actually suspecting that the solution is kani. Usually, we are suspecting it because by experience, exponential function seems to behave this way. Right? Exponential function can behave this way. Take the double differential, the second derivative of a exponential function and plus its first derivative plus the original function. As you can see, the exponential can be cancelled out. Okay, as long as this is homogeneous. It's a different story when it's non-homogeneous, meaning that this is not 0 here because you could not remove the exponential. Okay? So anyway, let's form this one. So we have now all the constant will cancel out, right? Tanan sila na constants dire, so it will cancel out. So I will no longer write that. So you have p squared e to the pt plus 2 alpha p e to the pt plus, grabe gining chok ba? Plus omega naught squared e to the pt equals 0. Now, if we require that, if we want this to be a solution, it will now depend on this quadratic. This is a quadratic equation in P, right? And it will depend on, well, we can cancel out e to the pt, tama? So this is p squared plus 2 alpha p plus omega naught squared equals 0. Okay? It will now depend on this one, right? So what's the solution using the quadratic? This is p is equal to minus b. So minus 2 alpha plus and minus square root of alpha squared minus, I don't know, 4. 4 alpha squared minus 4 omega naught squared over 2. And then this becomes 2 square root of alpha squared minus omega naught squared. Okay? And we now let our omega as square root of alpha. Yan na. Okay? Cancel lang 2, right? So our P now, we have P1 to be minus alpha plus square root of alpha squared minus omega naught squared. And P2 equals minus alpha minus square root of alpha squared minus omega naught squared. Well, we can let just this to be minus alpha plus omega. And this one is P2 is minus alpha minus omega. Where omega naught, actually, omega naught over 2 pi is called the natural frequency of the harmonic oscillator, of the spring. Okay? The omega naught over 2 pi. Now, we have another frequency here, omega. Omega over 2 pi. We have another frequency. From omega naught over 2 pi, this is when the spring, when there's no drag force, there's no damping force. Okay? When there's no damping force. But then, since there's damping force, that frequency, that observational frequency of the system, okay, would change into omega. Okay? So, maoni siya. Okay? But, this omega here will be either real or complex. Right? Either real or complex. It depends now on whether, in fact, we have 3 cases. Okay? We have 3 cases. The first case, well, ato siyang i-assert ang solution. What's the general solution of this one? The general solution of x of t is equal to, let's label the constant c, and then e to the p1 t, right? E to the p1 t plus d e to the p2 t. This is general solution. Okay? Depending on that square root there, sa sulod. We call that the discriminant, diba? Sa quadratic formula that is known as the discriminant. Okay. So we have x of t as this, and okay. Let's take the solution. Let's take the solution when alpha equals omega naught. Alpha squared equals omega naught squared. So, okay, alpha squared. We have 3 cases possible here. Case 1 is alpha squared equals omega naught squared. Okay? Actually, before this, because alpha is the new variable, di ba? Alpha is a new variable. I want to change the solution into, the original equation, atong equation karon is that we have this term dx over dt. I want a situation, because this is the general solution, I want a specific solution in which that dx over dt would vanish. That means setting alpha equals 0. Okay? And if that's the case, what is our solution? For alpha equals 0, what do we have here? We have minus omega squared. Tama? Complex. Okay, I will just form ano na lang sa. I will form first the general form ane. So this is, since P is na alpha, right? So, I can take alpha minus alpha t dire. Tama? Right? Okay. Times C e to the omega t plus d e to the minus omega t. Okay? Now, when alpha equals 0, this is a complex number. Okay? This one is, when I set alpha equals 0, say may tabo dire. When alpha equals 0, this omega right here is I omega. Tama? It is an I, it would be I. Well, including, let's just take this, in which alpha squared is less than omega squared. Omega naught squared. If this happens, our x of t is given by e to the minus alpha t times c e to the I omega t plus d e to the minus I omega t. Okay, now I want to say ko ano actually pwede rin siya when we set our alpha equals 0, pero I'd like to do something more here. I would take the constant c is equal to sum 1/2 a e to the I phi, and the d is equal to 1/2 a e to the minus I phi. Okay, what happens to my equation? Okay, I would take this as case 1. What happens to my equation? So my x of t now would be asan ta? You have na a common, right? I can take out 1/2 a. So you have now 1/2 a e to the minus alpha times we would now have e to the I omega t plus phi plus e to the I omega t plus phi. Negative. Okay, and I'll make use of this identity. E to the ix plus e to the minus ix over 2 is equal to cosine x. Okay? So, this one can be replaced by 2 cosine. Okay? So, my solution now would be, my general solution now would be, x of t now would be equal to, and then you have, meaning that this one is 2 cosine omega t plus phi. Right? So, now 1/2 there is, so my x of t will be a e to the minus alpha t cosine of omega t plus phi. Okay? So, mauni siya. Cosine of omega t plus phi. Okay. Let's analyze this. How do we make sense of this plot right here? Cosine omega t without this one is oscillatory. Well, natay phi. Okay? Phi is what we call the phase angle, kung asa ta nagsugod. Okay? In our solution previously, this was 0. Okay? But actually, in fact, ato siya dito, pwede to siya nga dili 0 if we start at an arbitrarily, when we start the parametrization, because ang parametrization, we use the parametrization, the parameterization that we use is actually in terms of time. So the physicality is that you have to stretch and then ano mo. So you always start with in the polar coordinates, you always start with angle 0. Okay? But in fact, you can start your parameter t when the particle has already covered an angle theta or phi. That means, itong dire ba? It starts here and then muana siya dito, diba? Our parameterization is time. But then, it's all possible that we start the time equals 0 when we have already covered a distance phi. Okay? Tama? Okay, we have already covered the distance phi. We can start, or even we can start dire. This is phi. Okay? So, here, this is now known as the phase angle. So, if alpha equals 0, wait. Ato sa ning ikuan, i-analyze. This one right here is that one. But the thing is, we are multiplying it by something, a function that decreases with time. A function that decreases with time. That means that the effect of this is that it will decrease this oscillation with time. It will decrease the amplitude with time. In fact, if we just look at this is an amplitude as a function of time. Tama? It looks like an amplitude. In fact, this is an amplitude which is a function of time. An amplitude that is changing. If we want to, diba? Okay? An amplitude that is changing. So this means that our plot for this function, okay, is something like this. Okay. And it decreases. And this right here is e to the minus alpha t. E to the minus alpha t. Or if we set a dire, so pwede na siya ana. A to the minus, actually a to the e minus alpha t. Nakuha? Kani siya dire. Okay? E to the minus alpha t. So it decreases until it will reach the equilibrium. It will no longer oscillate as t approaches infinity. That means if you have a spring and this is realistic, tama? The spring will not oscillate forever. Okay? But it will oscillate forever actually. Kung does it oscillate? Yes, it oscillates forever. But magkagamay. But then, mechanically minimum force to overcome it. If the force is no longer enough in order for the string to automatically it will come to halt. But it's not accounted in this equation. Because there's a disconnect there. There's a disconnect because whenever that F equals MA, M times X double dot is less than some minimum force in order nga maano siya, then it will not move. Okay? So there's ideally it will oscillate forever. Magkagamay ang amplitude. Note that the amplitude here we have this is A of t, tama? The amplitude approaches 0 as t approaches infinity. Okay? Okay, yeah. So it will keep on oscillating. Okay. Now how about the case when alpha case 2. Alpha equals, let's just say, alpha squared is greater than omega naught squared. If alpha squared is greater than omega naught squared, then, as you can see, we don't have a complex solution. If we don't have a complex solution, we cannot have an oscillatory solution. Why? The oscillatory nature of the solution here comes from the fact that e to the I x is a cosine. In fact, e to the I x is cosine x plus I sine x. But without this, if this is not imaginary right here, then, we don't have an oscillation. Exponential function, this is actually called an exponential decay. Pag positive ni siya diri, that is an exponential growth. It does not oscillate. Okay, wala siya period. So meaning, right here, we have two solutions. What is our solution in general? So x of t equals c e to the p1. I'll just write p1t plus d e to the p2t. Sorry. Alpha is, anong isulat diri? E to the minus alpha t, and then times c e to the omega, right? T, plus d e to the minus omega t. Now, alpha is greater than omega. This is, let's analyze this, because it seems that this is exponential growth, while this one is exponential decay, tama? But when you multiply alpha dire, you have some e to the minus alpha plus omega t, right? Since alpha is greater than omega, that means that this is still decay. But this one decays much faster. Right? This one would decay much faster. So meaning that this is both exponential decay. Because alpha is greater than omega naught. So omega is positive, right? Wait, times that. Alpha is greater than omega naught. What happens to tanaw na to? If alpha is greater than omega naught, this is omega, sorry. Alpha squared, omega squared equals alpha squared minus omega naught squared, diba? We have this. So alpha squared is omega squared plus, omega naught squared, tama? So that alpha is greater than omega, right? Alpha is greater, So alpha is greater than omega. So sa ato pa, when you combine these two, it's exponential decay. But this one, when you combine this with this one, it's much more, it's a faster exponential decay. Nakuha? Nasabtan ninyo? Wala ba ni number ha, pero you should start analyzing, dili na takaroon mag-solve og specific ng mga kuan. Okay? We are trying to understand the general form of by looking into the math and not necessarily putting numbers there. Okay? We can put numbers later when pag practical applications na. So, nasabtan? So, what happens here is that for this case, when alpha squared is greater than omega naught squared, unsay mahitabo? This is just exponential decay. X will not even cross the x equals 0 line. Why? Because this can never be negative. It will not cross, tama? It will start to, but it will not cross. Okay? Now, how about the case when omega alpha squared equals omega naught squared? Then, unsay mahitabo? The discriminant becomes 0, right? And we have only a single solution. This will be 0, tama? And it seems that we have an equation, x of t equals some c e to the minus alpha t. But then there's another solution here. Okay, and you can prove that another solution here, di na ako i-search, but you can say that there's another solution here. Let's call this x1 and this is x2 of t would be d, because if e alpha minus alpha t is a solution, then t times e to the minus alpha t is also a solution to that linear differential equation, homogeneous. Naana siya sa theorem sa okay? You can find that in differential equation. So this t to the e to the minus alpha t is also a solution. Now let's just put some constant because it can be any constants, right? So that the general solution is what we x of t equals c e to the minus alpha t plus d. This is c plus dt times e to the minus alpha t. This is exponential decay, and we have a linear function. A linear function is something like this. Without this, it should increase, right? But then, it says that this one will decrease that. So, but the thing is, it will either decrease this way, slowly, or move flat, or move baba. Okay, depending on this, the magnitude of this one. So, asay mas kusog, ang, which decays much, which is the strongest, which has the stronger effect? The increase in the linear displacement, in the linear displacement, or the decrease in the exponential displacement. Of course, this is much faster. Okay? This is much faster. So that means that this one will also correspond to a decay. There's no oscillation here. In fact, x will not cross x equals 0. X will not cross x equals 0, and it will only reach x equals 0. It will only reach x equals 0 at infinity. Now this might sound confusing, because if I'm going to set x equals 0, I want to calculate the time. How long will this cross the x equals 0? Will touch x equals 0. I'll set x equals 0, and this means that c plus d t equals 0. So it would give me c is equal to negative c over d. It's a finite time, right? It's a finite time. But then, if you cross the x-axis, and then your velocity is non-zero, you will not settle there. You will not settle there. And in fact, kung tanawin ninyo I think the solution is t is negative. But for the sake of let's say that this is positive. Okay? You have also to know what velocity did the particle cross at that line. In order for that particle to settle there, it should have a velocity dito. Just like, for example, sa projectile. Not sa projectile, but if it crosses the line, and it has velocity, dili siya mo stay, right? And you also need to calculate for the velocity. What is the velocity as it crossed the line? If it crossed the line, x dot equals what? X dot is ato lang ikwa ng linear nga c, unsa ni siya? This is minus alpha c e to the minus alpha t plus dt plus okay buya alpha minus alpha alpha dt e to the minus alpha t, tama? Plus d e to the minus alpha t, right? So you have here, it's non-zero if it will cross. Now we don't have values for this one, and it looks that this is negative. Our time is, we're talking about the positive time right here. Okay? So, meaning that this will not oscillate, it will not even cross the t is equal to, I mean the x-axis. It will cross the x-axis at infinity. Okay? But, okay, which one would cross first? I mean, which one would decay much faster? This one or that one? Which would decay much faster? Why would this decay much faster? And the other solution, katong isa, what was the other solution? Katong, okay? Okay, right? Let's, for it to be not misleading, ako din siya i-change ana para di siya misleading. Okay. That is the first case. Now, which is the second case and the third case? Third na case ang paspas mag-decay? Okay? We call the first case, this one, the alpha squared less than omega naught squared as the underdamp. This is what we call the underdamp case, underdamping. This one is overdamping, the overdamp case, an overdamp harmonic oscillator. While this one is the critically damped or critical damping, critically damped harmonic oscillator. Okay? Okay. So I want you to find that out. Which one would decay? Of course, nanay answer. But justify, find for justification why one of them would decay much faster. Okay, you have to justify that in your ang isa sa ila mag-decay much faster. Okay? So I want you to find that one out. To discover that one of them will decay much faster. And what's the physical implication of that? Because this is too animal God. Why is it? Why not just call overdamping ang duha? It is categorized into two. They are categorized differently, right? That means there's a difference in physicality between critically damping and over damping. What's explore that one? I want you to understand unsay why we must need two categorization of them, because it seems that both will not have oscillatory motion. And also both will decay, will reach the equilibrium x equals 0 at infinity. So what's the difference? Why do we put, diba, we put things in under two different categories if we see obvious differences. But it's not enough to say that, okay, because one would decay much faster. Because in fact, I can make this decay much faster if I would just change the constants. Right? But why is it that there is a two category, critical damping, and over damping? Okay? Actually, it will not reach rest in shortest possible time. Both cases will not rest, will not come to rest. They will, if you look at the equations, no? Not the actual, of course, sa mechanical nga, no, both of them will come to rest eventually. When the force is no longer enough to, sa mechanical nga mga kuan dito. Okay? It will come to rest. But then, in terms of equation, ideally, the equation, both of them will not come to rest. They will come to rest at infinity. Right? But only one decays much faster. Now, why do we need two categorization? Okay, that's what I want you to find out. The critically damped is, it decays much faster. But if it decays much faster, why is it that we need it to be in another category? Because we can make D to decay faster also, depending on the, okay? So, of course, kung makita ninyo, the equations, the solutions are of different form, right? Of different form. But, isang question, ani, meaning that one is the asymptote of the other, right? One is the asymptote of the other. Okay? So, asa dito ang asymptote? Okay? Okay? Okay, this is meaning that the critically damped should be an asymptote of the overdamped, or baliktad. Is the overdamped an asymptote of the critically damped? But of course, the critically damped is when alpha equals, alpha equals omega naught. Okay? Anyway, mauna na kailangan ninyo nga i-kuan. Okay? So these are now this is the three types of dynamics of this. Okay. Balik ka sa atong general solution na ko na to. First is x of t equals c e to the pt plus d p1 plus e to the p2t. Okay, where p2 is the minus, or ako na lang ano dito sa bed, it was usa ganito, c na lang, no? C e to the minus alpha t, did we use a katong dire, katong sa general cosine katong ano ganiya plus p mo ni A. Okay. But before this, our solution was, kanisya was two different constants, right? E to the minus alpha t times, this is e to the I omega t, na constant dire. C e to the I omega t plus d e to the minus I omega t. Okay? When alpha equals 0, you have e to the I, tanawa. When alpha equals 0, this is c e to the I omega t. When alpha equals 0, okay? When alpha equals 0, c to the I omega t plus d e to the I omega t. Now, if you expand this, say may tabo. If you expound this, this is c, unsa man ni siya? Wait. Again, we will apply again. C is equal to 1/2 A e to the I, di ba? Maura gyapon, right? Mugawas, but only walay omega t. Or I will just, instead of doing this, I would just say maybe, okay. Unsay mahimong omega karon? What will be omega? 'Di ba? Omega squared is alpha squared minus omega naught squared. Right? When alpha equals 0, omega squared is equal to, so this omega is just the negative, an I. There's an oscillation. Pero, the thing is, this oscillation clearly will not decay. Okay? And, ang problem ang good nato is that, how do we recover the solution for the simple harmonic motion? Okay? How do we recover for the solution for the simple harmonic motion? From that. Unsay kuha ninyo dire? You have okay, kani, di ba? And of course, makita na ninyo dire ang sine o cosine, right? Sine o cosine. A ay sine. Unsa man ni siya? This C, this is cosine omega t plus I sine omega t plus D cosine omega t minus I sine omega t. So, basically, you have C plus D cosine omega t plus I times C minus D sine omega t. You have the real part and the complex part. Right? Our x of t now has two parts, and we can write this as x of t is equal to some A cosine omega t plus, we can call this as B sine omega t. And we recover back sa katong where we started sa general solution sa harmonic oscillator. Okay? When you solve for the initial condition, okay, you would know that this will vanish, right? And we're back with the simple harmonic motion. That means that alpha equals 0, we recover back the simple harmonic oscillation. Okay? SHO or SHM, simple harmonic motion. Okay, nasabtan? So, sakto na ba ni? Okay. Now, let's look at the energy. Let's look at the under dump. So, itong under dump, that is alpha squared is less than omega naught squared. What was the solution? In general, x of t is equal to e to the minus alpha t, na a, right? A e to the minus alpha t cosine omega t plus phi. Okay? Cosine of omega t plus phi. Look at x dot. X dot is, kapuya eh. Sige. First, the second. So, this is minus A, minus omega, tama? A, e to the minus alpha t sine omega t plus phi. Asang minus? And then this one minus alpha a e to the minus alpha t cosine omega t plus phi. Okay? So, okay, this is x dot, and of course that is x. Calculate the total and the kinetic energy T by 1/2 m x dot squared. Kani siya. So, this is just algebra, and then calculate V as 1/2 k, which is m omega naught squared, x squared. This is our x, right? So, x squared. And then form T plus V. And then this should be not constant. Why this is not constant? It's quite messy to calculate this. Kaya mag-square ta ani, and then we have to square this, in which x is square ani. Okay? So it's really messy. Pero ang atong kuan ani is that okay, how about we find the work done by, because what is causing this to be non-constant is the F equals minus the BV, di ba? This one. Let's calculate now the work done by this. How about the work done? Because di ba, ana man taga dati is that delta E equals the work done by the non-conservative force. What is the non-conservative force here? This one. Okay? So what is the work done? Okay, what is the work done? This is integral of F dot dr. But then, this is equal to the integral of, what is dr? Dr can also be written as F dot V dt. Nakuha? Yeah. dr. Yeah, V dt. Tama? dr is equal to V dt. Okay, now, nigawas ni siya. This one right here is, we call this this is a special place in physics. And in fact, this is the rate at which the system is absorbing or releasing energy. This is what we define now P, which is equal to F dot V. That's the power. Okay? So that the work done is the integral, because we could not use this formula because our force is in terms of V. Tama? Usaon na to, F dot dx. So, BB dx would not make sense. We don't even have V of x, right? So that we need something na naiani. Okay? So, this one right here is F dot B. Okay, what is our F dot B? FB. So what is this is now BV squared, tama? Okay. This is, unsay may tabo ron dire. F dot V. F BV. So, BV squared dt. BV squared dt. How do we get V of t? What is V of t? We have V of t, right? This is V of t. Right? This is now V, square na po nato ni. Okay, you calculate this. Okay, assignment. Doha na no? Pila. Calculate this. I want you to do this because it's a very, algebra lang siya, but it's a messy calculation. And then, find the difference in the final, what's the total energy? And you will know that total energy is not constant. Unlike the simple harmonic oscillator. Do this. Okay? Investigate on your own. Do not ask ChatGPT to do this. Okay, naano may algorithm, no? Gitagana ito algorithm sa algorithm. Take the kinetic energy, the potential energy, add it. You have now E. And you will show from that case, once you simplify, that energy is a function of time. We have E as a function of time. Now, that energy, meaning it changes. The work done is how much that energy is how much the particle is losing energy. And it should be equal to this. What is this integral? This integral is take the square of this times B and integrate. That's the work done. And this should be equal to delta E. Delta E. Okay? Now, how do you calculate delta E? Just, okay? Tanawan niyo, no? Find dV over, tanawa ang dE over dt. dE over dt, what is dE over dt? This is the change in energy per unit time. In fact, this is power. Show that, okay. No, this is not dE over dt. What is dE over dt is, this is dE over dt. Show that BV, this must be equal to BV squared. Ano na lang? Find, this is what you do. Find E of t. Okay? Now, take dE over dt and show that it's equal to 1/2 x dot, saan na to? Yeah, BV squared. Dapat ay B, right? What is V? This is V. Square this. This is B of t. We can integrate this, right? It can be integrated. This one. Okay, I will not do that because these are elementary calculations but very long. So, you investigate that on your own. Nakuha, para you have something to do. Nasabtan? You show that when you integrate this, having V as this, it should be equal to, once you get E of t, take dE over dt. Both should be equal. Okay? Pag nabuhat na ninyo, meaning you have understood this one. Okay? Ang? No, V? Yeah, B, it's a constant. Katong, careful of the constant B because here we have omega, we have, di ba? BB. It's a constant. Mo-appear man na siya dire, right? Because, what is alpha? Alpha is minus, o sa to? B would come out dire sa alpha, right? You have to, kailangan ninyo ikuha ng constants. Work out with the constants also. Okay, para mag-compatible, in order to simplify, to have the simplest form possible. Okay? So you do that, and okay, once you do that, if you, I want you to show this.